Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Red Wolves will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in a bunch formation. Lewis wants to pass. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback going straight.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. From the gun to give, looking for room. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Red Wolves can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it, fires to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Got it in the middle. It's Summers. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way
defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll run it. It's Clay. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was, and because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. A little screen to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. Right down the gut of the field. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harold. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Find his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Pinned just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Rayner. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's where we got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's caught. It's Clay. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Catch in the middle, it's Summers. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards.
It's a running room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And his throw is incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Touchdown, Arkansas State. Great job by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Hill starts to return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Got a lot of room to the right. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Finds his big tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moving away from pressure. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Red Wolves!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis to throw. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side.
Breaks into the open. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the touchdown, Memphis. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rucker. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Kearney on the Jets. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Lewis wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's cross. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Snagged out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To throw, it's Rayner. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's Clay. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Summers. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Clay. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gives it on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the...
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Red Wolves will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He's looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle. It's Burris. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. His it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Love the third down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Nice grab in traffic. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air, using his feet to buy time. He's in open space downfield. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts. But I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Punch it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the Red Wolves are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got a little space. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in bust territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. They'll line up to go for 2. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Escapes trouble. He'll try to do it himself. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble...
He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quarterback may change this route. Runs through the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help?
And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Keeps it on the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defense.